Hello. Welcome back to Victorious Human. We are now in Judges chapter 1. My. How have you been finding it so far? I've been enjoying the read, and I hope you are feeling motivated to read the Bible and find out more about what's happening in the few words that I've read. Okay, let's hear what's happening. In Judges chapter 1, it reads, Joshua died. After that, the Israelites spoke to the Lord. They asked him, Who of us will go up first and fight against the Canaanites? The Lord answered, The tribe of Judah will go up. I have handed the land over to them. Then the men of Judah spoke to their fellow Israelites, the men of Simeon. They said, Come up with us. Come into the territory Joshua gave us. Help us fight against the Canaanites. Then we'll go with you into your territory. So the men of Simeon went with them. When the men of Judah attacked, the Lord helped them. He handed the Canaanites and the Perizzites over to them. They struck down 10,000 men at Bezek. The men of Judah found Adonai Bezek there. They fought against him. They struck down the Canaanites and the Perizzites. But Adonai Bezek ran away. The men of Judah chased him and caught him. Then they cut off his thumbs and toes today. Adonai Bezek said, I cut off the thumbs and toes of 70 kings. I made them pick up scraps under my table. Now God has paid me back for what I did to them. The men of Judah brought Adonai Bezek to Jerusalem. That's where he died. The men of Judah attacked Jerusalem and captured it. They set the city on fire. They killed its people with their sword. After that, the men of Judah went down to fight against some Canaanites. These Canaanites were living in the central hill valley. They also fought against those living in the Negev desert and the western hills. Then the men of Judah marched out against the Canaanites living in Hebron. Hebron used to be called Kiriath Arba. The men of Judah won the battle over Sheshai, Ahiman, and Talmai. From Hebron, they marched out against the people living in Debir, and it used to be called Kiriath Sefer. Caleb said, I will give my daughter Akisha to be married. I will give her to the man who attacks and captures Kiriath Sefer. Othniel captured it, so Caleb gave his daughter Akisa to him to be his wife. Othniel was the son of Kenaz. He was Caleb's younger brother. One day, Akisa came to Othniel. She begged him to ask her father for a field. When she got off her donkey, Caleb asked her, What can I do for you? She replied, Do me a special favor. You have given me some land in the Negev desert. Give me springs of water also. So Caleb gave her the upper and the lower springs. Moses' father-in-law was a Canaanite. His family went up from Jericho. Jericho was also known as the city of palm trees. His family went up with the people of Judah to the desert of Judah. They went there to live among its people. Those people were living in the Negev desert near Arad. The men of Judah marched out with their fellow Israelites, the men of Simeon. They attacked the people of Canaan living in Zephath. They set the city apart to the Lord in a special way to be destroyed. That's why the city was called Hormah. The men of Judah captured Gaza, Ashkelon, and Ekron. They also captured the territory around each of these cities. The Lord was with the men of Judah. They took over the central hill country, but they were not able to drive the people out of the plains. That's because those people used chariots that had some iron parts. Moses had promised to give Hebron to Caleb, so Hebron was given to Caleb. He drove the 3 sons of Anak out of it. But the people of Benjamin did not drive out the Jebusites living in Jerusalem. So to this day, they live there with the people of Benjamin. The tribes of Joseph attacked Bethel. The Lord was with them. They sent men to Bethel to check it out. It used to be called Luz. Those who were sent saw a man coming out of the city. They said to him, "Show us how to get into the city. If you do, you will see that you are treated. We will see that you are treated well." So he showed them how to get in. The men of Joseph killed the people of the city with their swords, but they spared the men from Bethel. They also spared his whole family. Then he went to the land of the Hittites. He built a city there. He called it Luz. That's still its name to this day. But the tribe of Manasseh didn't drive out the people of Beth Shan. They didn't drive out the people of Taanach Do, Ableem, and Megiddo. And they didn't drive out the people of the settlements that are around those cities either. That's because the Canaanites had made up their minds to continue living in that land. Later, Israel became stronger. Then they forced the Canaanites to work hard for them, but Israel never drove them out completely. The tribe of Ephraim didn't drive out the Canaanites living in Giza. So the Canaanites continued to live there among them. The tribe of Zebulun didn't drive out the Canaanites living in Kitron and Nahalol. So these Canaanites lived among them. But the people of Zebulun forced the Canaanites to work hard for them. The tribe of Asher didn't drive out the people living in Akko and Sidon. They didn't drive out the people of Alab and Akzib, Helbah, Afik, and Herob. Oh, pardon the pronunciations. That's verse 31. You can look it up and see for yourselves. Maybe you can pronounce it better than me. Moving on to verse 32. So the people of Asher lived among the Canaanites who were in the land. The tribe of Naphtali didn't drive out the people living in Beth Shemesh and Beth Anath. So the people of Naphtali lived among the Canaanites who were in the land. The people of Beth Shemesh and Beth Anath were forced to work hard for them. The Amorites made the people of Dan stay in the central hills country. They didn't let them come down into the plain. The Amorites made up their minds to stay in Mount Hez. They also stayed in Aijalon and Sha'albim. But the power of the tribes of Joseph grew. Then the Amorites were forced to work hard for them. The border of the Amorites started at Scorpion Pass. It went to Selah and even past it. Wow, wow, wow. My days. What a good read. I will not spoil it. I will just say go to chapter 2, chapter 3, and read the whole book. Just find out what's happening. It is a good read, I tell you. It is a good read. That's all from me for now. Remain blessed and continue to be victorious.